Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to take a minute to talk to you guys about the UpLula from Maglula. It's been around for a long time. A lot of you probably already know about this. You probably saw this on our mail call Mondays. We ordered in a yellow one and a pink one. I opened the yellow one already. These are mainly for us to be using for our CWP classes. We get a lot of people that bring brand new guns and fingers that aren't used to loading mags yet. And then also with a lot of the new guns that are out there, the Shield Plus, the Micro Dagger, they're high capacity, small magazines, or standard capacity, I should say, small magazines. And here, like the Micro Dagger, I've already loaded this one up, but we're going to do it for the video too. But it's 15 rounds, it's a thin mag. And getting those last few rounds in on this brand new magazine can be a little challenging. They come in a bunch of different colors. I specifically ordered pink and yellow for higher visibility, easier to keep track of, less likely to walk away. I'll probably throw one of our logo stickers on here too when I'm using it for the class. But it has a lot of cool functions. There's a ton of different loaders out there, speed loaders, load assisters, whatever. They refer to this one as a universal pistol mag loader. I really like it for that reason. It does a ton of different magazines, right? It'll do single stack magazines. This is for a Savage stance. It'll do double stack magazines like a Glock, 17, 19, anything like that. And then I kind of call these the staggered stack magazines because they're not as thick as, say, the Glock 17 mag. They're not as thin as a single stack mag. That's the Micro Dagger mag right there. And this will work for calibers from 9 up to 45 is what they put on the packaging itself. I've actually used these on magazines on some guns for like 380s, and it still worked okay. It has a ton of good features on them. If you buy some guns, they come with kind of a version of this that's kind of in this position that all you can do is push down on. This is nice because it actually will open and close as you squeeze it. So you'll get to see the action of using this. Again, there's a lot of different speed loaders. There's some that work better for specific magazines or for specific calibers. I love these because of the fact that it worked for 9, 380, 357, or sorry, wow, 9 to 45, some 380s. And it just works really well. There's even a part on the back of it that some people just kind of overlook. See if I can put the words up there. So it's for unloading. So it has a little notch right here that you can actually put against the back of the round and help you bring that out. Kind of do it right here in front of you. I don't want to drop this everywhere, but you can just put it right against it and just push it right out. I'll get that round later. So there's no firearms present right now. You might see some kids' toys around, all of that good stuff too. But there are no firearms present. We're just dealing with live ammo. What you can do to help out if you're wanting to kind of dry fire and do a bunch of things, order a bunch of dummy rounds, and that'll actually still let you get some reps in of loading these magazines, as well as being able to put in the mag and do some dry fire stuff, but just keep the live ammo away when you're doing that. So I just wanted to show you a couple of these real quick. I'm going to take out the top few rounds. So again, this is starting with the Micro Dagger mag. This is a 15 round subcompact gun, micro compact, whatever you want to refer to it as. But basically, it's a really simple sequence. Sometimes it's just hard for some people to get the sequence down. So you kind of want to start. I've seen a lot of videos where they're kind of holding it in their thumb like this. For me, it's more awkward. I turn it around. I have the part that moves sticking out. I just give it a squeeze like this. I squeeze it first. I push down on the magazine, and then you take the round itself, that flat rear of it, and just let it go right down, and then open it back up and then bring it up. So sometimes people want to bring it up and then open it, and it gets wedged out that way. But basically, I'll do a shot from overhead at the end of the video. You can kind of see it working. But basically, if you remember to squeeze it first, I have the rounds facing out when I do it. It just works better for me, and do it against a hard surface. Just let it slide right in. And then same thing with that last round right there. So I've got all 15 loaded up. Might be able to see it there. Kind of hard. I'll try to get in there. All 15 on the micro dagger mag loaded up. This is a 17 round Glock 17. Again, that same thing. I can use that unloading thing if I need to go ahead and strip around. We'll talk about why, because I know a lot of people are like, you should be able to do this with your fingers. I completely agree. I can. These new ones are a little bit tougher when they're brand new. I just kind of wanted to show you the differences here that you can do. So the same thing, I'm going to switch to my left hand, push it down, slide it in, open it up, bring it up, push it down, slide the round in, and then again, all 17 rounds are loaded up there. So double stack Glock 17, you've seen the staggered stack, micro dagger. Think of your Glock 43X, kind of the same thing. And then this little guy is a Savage Stance magazine. If you are looking at it and think that looks like a lot like a Shield mag, it really does look a lot like a Shield, especially the original Shields. There's a lot of features on them that are fairly similar. So I'm going to show you again that little part right here that'll strip it right out. Right, take that one out. I'm going to just take this other one out with my thumb. But single stack magazine, I'm going to do those same steps. I'm going to just squeeze it, put it right over the top, push it down, slide it in there, open it up, bring it up, squeeze, push down, going right over. Again, at the end of the video, I'm going to have the last little bit showing this from an overhead view, so you kind of can get to see it working. But kind of just some conversation real quick about why we would use these. So people who are newer to shooting is kind of where I really like to introduce them to these early, because that's one of the things that they can start getting discouraged about, right? I can't load my magazine. It's hard for me to load my magazine. There's a lot of issues that might get in the way that they weren't expecting, that no one really talked to them about. We'll get a lot of students that have really long, really nice, fancy fingernails, and they realize it's kind of hard to get in there. It's going to be their own choice later on if they want to continue having, you know, nails like that. And if they do, cool. This is another great way to use that so they don't ruin all that work they paid good money for and breaking those nails. Then we get some shooters who have maybe medical conditions, right? They have really bad arthritis in their fingers and they can't get the magazine to load anymore. So when you think about these devices, don't just think about like, would it work for you or if you need it or not. Think about who may need it, right? Who could benefit from something like this. And I think these are great to have around. I don't want to become reliant on these. So most of the time, you know, if I'm using my Glock 17 mags for work purposes or whatever, if we're doing range days, I'm sitting there, I'm loading these up. How many ever times by hand? Like that's what I'm doing. But I know not everybody can do that. So again, these are the UpLulas by Maglula. I'll put links in the description. There's a bunch of different places that have them. You have to kind of look around. I think places like Palmetto State Armory, you'd have to like scroll through and there's like, you know, you can find the yellow one, the pink, like there's different items essentially to click in, or some places you click on that one item and then it'll let you select the colors. So I think we ordered these in from Palmetto State Armory. Honestly, can't remember. Sorry about that. But I usually just kind of look around for the best deal. So they do kind of have like this little hook too. So what I might do is put one of those little chains on it to the range bag, because I don't want these walking away in my classes either. And I don't think anybody does it intentionally. They just, you know, set it down and then grab all their stuff and it's gone. So along with putting, you know, maybe a sticker on here, high visibility, great for a range bag. And then that little chain in there, kind of put it on the side of the pouch. Maybe I'll bring in the range bag sometime to kind of show you the setup if you're interested. I don't know, let me know. So another cool feature about this is when I squeeze it, I can actually, there's a little lock latch right here. I can push it straight down and it just locks it in place. So I can use that to kind of make it transport easily, put it in the pocket a little bit more easy. If I'm just, you know, needing it to be a little bit more compact. But it gives you their information on the side, the UpLula by Maglula. Anyways, have you tried them? Which one do you like better? If you haven't, there's the kind that has like a long strip to it. You can scoop them all up and then just put it over your mag and push them all down. Great, but again, it's going to work for usually one caliber. This works from 9 to 45. I've used this for a Shield 45. I've used it for a Glock 30 45 ACP. I've used it for a ton of different types of magazines, and it has not ever let me down. And I'm going to be honest with you, I had to order more in for classes because I gave some away. I just, hey, people, they really like them. And I was just like, oh, here, you can have this one. And I'm like, all right, anyway, hopefully it's an investment into their training process for sure. But I recommend these all the time. It'll give you the steps on the back of how to use them. And again, you can just watch this video. Like I said, I will put in the end of this kind of seeing that overhead view so you can kind of see it getting used. So thanks again so much for watching. Hopefully you made it to this part, and if so, I appreciate it. If you will, please, if you like the video, hit a like button, subscribe to our channel. I do want to throw this out here too. We can do a lot more of sharing great deals with you on our X platform, formerly Twitter, right? So x.com @Shield Solutions. Please give us a follow. It's the best way on there. We can share great deals with you from our affiliate partners. Every other platform is slamming down really hard, even YouTube, honestly. But right now, up until June 1st, we have a little giveaway going on there. If you just follow us on X, I'll pick one of our followers at random on June 1st, and we have a Streamlight flashlight we're giving away. We'll have it sent to you. No charge, no anything like that. And all you have to do is just follow to enter. All you have to do to enter is just follow our X platform. Right now, we're at a whopping 7 people on there. I know sometimes people are like, man, I have Instagram, I have Facebook, I have this. And I know it's hard to keep up with them all. So if you can, if you will, I'll put the site or whatever on the bottom here right now, but it's at x.com @Shield Solutions. Just give us a follow and you'll be automatically entered in that. And then we'll have affiliate links. We'll have affiliate links in this video. And basically, if you don't know about affiliate links, is basically if you use those links, it helps support our channel. It shows them that we are sharing products with them. And I like to share products that I've used, that I believe, that I trust in, because from a long time ago to now, right? There's a lot of times where I've spent money on junk, on things that I wish I didn't spend my money on. And I'll let people know, hey, this is the experience I had with them. And that doesn't mean that that'll be the experience they will have with them. But if I can save somebody $10, $20, I'm going to do that and keep them from buying something that just doesn't work right for them. Again, lots more videos to come. Hopefully you've seen some of our shorts, some of our tabletop reviews, and thank y'all so much. Feel free to throw a comment down there. I try to respond to all of them I can. I know sometimes it's not the best idea ever, but I really appreciate y'all's support, and I'm excited for us to kind of grow together with this. So thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Thank you. Okay, here's that overhead view we were talking about. We'll start off with the Savage Stance magazine. Sorry for the shadows, that's just going to throw. We're going to look at the UpLula again. So again, my left hand, I'll squeeze from this side coming out. You can see kind of this is the little loading ramp, and it's kind of grooved out right here to help support thinner single stack magazines too. You can use that little piece right there to help you get onto the back of this and to kind of strip it out. Don't want to lose that while we're doing this. So I'll take a couple of rounds out because usually it's the last few rounds that are the hardest to do. So you just put it right over the top. Before I get all the way down, I'm going to squeeze it, push down, let it slide right in. Now I want to open it up, come up, squeeze down again, and let it slide on down. All right, so single stack, 7-round Savage Stance magazine. We have the Glock 17 rounds here. Again, I'm going to take out a couple of them because usually it's the top ones that are the hardest to get a hold of. So again, squeeze from the top, push down, slide down the ramp, open, turn, squeeze, slide it on down. We've got 17 rounds in that Glock 17. Now we have the little staggered stack micro dagger, fully loaded here to 15 rounds. I'm going to take out those last two because that's usually what people have the hardest time with, like I said. So you can see how this kind of tapers up. So as it enters here, it'll kind of get channeled, hard to see, up to that little kind of taper off there. Push down, slide it on in there, open up, come back from top. And I'm telling you, on these micro daggers, that last one is a little bit hard to get in there. I know, I think it's the Shield Plus magazine. People say the same thing. So there we got 15 rounds. We have our double stack Glock 17 mag, our staggered stack, and our single stack right there. It will work if you have like a 1911, if you have, 45 ACP, but this is from 9mm to 45, and it does a great job. And you can see 357, I would say SIG probably because it's going to be for a magazine, right? 357 SIG, 10mm, 40s. I believe this should work for the 30 Super Carry also too. I haven't actually shot one of those yet. But again, thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day.